Hello and many thanks for joining Aso Briefing today. I am Princess Sobra Usman. Our top stories. FCT Minister orders demolition of buildings on waterways. Education Minister reposition MBTE to drive Nigeria's TVET transformation. And on business, FCCPC raises alarm over possible manipulation of cement prices. You are watching Aso Briefing. You can watch us live on DSTV channel 392, StarTimes TV channel 127, Free TV channel 507, and UHF band on channel 38. We now go ahead with details of all our stories. The FCT Minister Barrister Nyesom Wike says 2 major road projects in Abuja are expected to be completed and handed over to residents by end of December. The minister says contractors handling the projects, particularly CGC, have demonstrated commitment by working day and night despite limited mobilization. The projects include the Essex Road, awarded in 2014 with its first phase covering about 5.4 kilometers and 2 interchanges. Speaking during an inspection of the projects, the minister commended the contractors for supporting the administrative development agenda and urged other companies to emulate their commitment. He expressed confidence that both projects will be completed before the end of the year.
I really would want to thank Mr. President for approving the complete release of the fund for the Essex of the first phase, which will finish 2 interchanges and take about 500 kilometers of road. And I want to commend the contractors for having confidence in us that even though they have not been mobilized much, yet see the level of work. And that shows their commitment and belief in this administration. That's what I've urged other contractors to emulate. Everything is not about profit. Sometimes for the development, your own contribution for the development of the area. Money will come at the end of the day. There's no government that will give out jobs and will not want to pay. Probably the money may not come at that time you expected it, but at the end of the day, we believe that you haven't worked, you deserve your payment. So I thank them and let them continue. And urge other contractors, other companies to emulate what CGC is doing. I want to commend them and let them not, be reluctant. I know that when you say this, some companies will go and lobby them to say, oh, why are you working when we are not working? Please, they are committed to contribute to the success of Bola Ahmed Tinubu's administration. So I'm quite confident by December ending, God willing, these 2 projects will have been handed over to us, and you can imagine what the landscape would be. Indeed, the present administration of Bola Ahmed Tinubu has given so much to the Federal Capital Territory. We thank him for that, and we also thank the people for the support they have been given to the administration. We've not had any crisis of community problems. They have been very, 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 our youths are fully engaged in having works to do.
Meanwhile, the FCT Minister Barrister Wike says President Bola Tinubu faces his easiest presidential contest in the 2027 election, describing Nigeria's opposition as weakened and depleted. The minister made the assessment while reacting to the outcome of the recent Osun State governorship election in Abuja. He also defended the credibility of the election process, rejecting claims that federal might was deployed in favor of the ruling APC. The minister further compared the political environment ahead of 2027 with the uncertainties surrounding the 2023 presidential election, arguing that the opposition currently lacks the strength and cohesion needed to unseat the incumbent.
To be able to know that this government, for what I have seen, in terms of allowing processes to run their own way, I think this government, to some extent, it must give them that credit. Give them that credit. You don't need to like anybody who is in charge or not. You don't need to. I have participated in the election. I have seen what they call federal might. I have seen where I don't, of course, I don't know where most of you are. We have started work there. I'm sure 2019. It was, I think, is this the man that is, they say is going to do what, VP for agency, but I think it's one that they say VP for university, is it not? That will carry platoon of soldiers. Let them come and carry platoon of soldiers and come again. Because, you see, this election, 2027 election, will be the easiest election for Mr. President. 2023 was a tough election for him. Yes, I say so. 2023 was a tough election for him. This is the election where opposition has been crippled, you know what I mean? Crippling people. Depleted, they freeze them. They have nothing to, you see, for you to be opposition to remove a government, it must be what you call a strong, vibrant opposition that has stayed for over 4 years planning, not the opposition that is looking for party to go to. Today go to party A. When they saw me in PDP, they ran away. They go to this place. So you see, that kind of opposition can never win. Can never win. And it will be the most complained election. Why? Because you have already known your fate before the election. So there will be much complaint. This is where the president will be carrying his portfolio, entering the villa again without any stress. 2023 was a stressful election for him. How many people in 2023 could stand to count on your mandate will stand? Tell me. How many people would be bold, who were bold then to stand? Even governors that were even afraid. Because nobody knew. Nobody knew what the government then was trying to do. Now, everybody has seen where the good thing is. And people have moved down there.
The recent flooding in parts of Abuja has prompted the FCT administration to order the immediate demolition of houses found obstructing designated water channels. FCT Minister Barrister Wike says the exercise will begin immediately and continue through Saturday, irrespective of the status of property owners or ongoing political activities. Speaking after inspecting flood-affected areas in Maitama, the minister blamed the flooding partly on human activities, including construction on waterways, blocked drainage channels, and indiscriminate dumping of refuse. He also insisted that the administration has the political will to enforce Abuja's development regulations. Take a listen.
It's not the first time. Nobody says any government is happy when it floods in there. Nobody can say so. But nobody should also trivialize the fact that because it has happened now, means that it has never happened before as far as I'm just concerned. That would be unfair. That would be unfair. Flood could be a natural disaster. After all, you see, focus. The name states that are likely to be flooded or flood likely to take place in some states based on torrential rainfall they expect. It happens. Flooding has taken place in Dubai. Flooding has taken place in America, in England. These are even, you can say, well-organized, developed cities. Yet flooding took place. We're in climate change period. The kind of rains we have experienced, or we're experiencing now, we will not have experienced it before. But that's not that. There are no man-made factors. They're there. And it is those man-made factors we have been trying to tackle, and will continue to tackle. Man-made factors could be one. People building and blocking the channel of water passing through. Man-made factor could be two. People building in a place that's not designated to be built upon. Man-made factor could be people or government or officials of government not carrying out their functions by desilting the drainages. Man-made factor could be we here as human irresponsible carrying our refuse, not putting it in the right place, we just throw it to the drainages. At the end of the day, you have blockage. That could also cause flood. So you cannot take all these factors and heap it on government. No, it's not correct. And let nobody make mistake that this government lacks the political will to do anything. The person must be making a very big mistake. If there's one minister that has that political will, I have the political will. And what has happened today will show Nigeria that we have the political will to tackle those man-made factors. It doesn't matter who is responsible. It doesn't matter how high place you are.
And meanwhile, the FCT Stakeholders Forum for Development has urged the FCT administration to take urgent action to address flooding in Abuja. Chairman of the forum, Chief David Kente, made the call at a news conference in Abuja. He said the measures should include desilting drainage channels, stopping encroachment on waterways, and reviewing the 1979 Abuja Master Plan. The forum attributed the worsening flooding to rapid urban expansion, blocked waterways, indiscriminate dumping of refuse, and the removal of drainage covers by scavengers. It also passed a vote of confidence in FCT Minister Barrister Wike, while urging the administration to ensure that development projects follow due process and minimize hardship for residents. And away from that, the Minister of Information and National Orientation, Mohammed Idris, has reaffirmed the federal government's commitment to strengthening the security and information environment necessary for peaceful, credible, and transparent elections in 2027. The minister stated this at the 8th Public Lecture Impact Series on Awards of Excellence organized by Blueprint Newspapers Limited in Abuja. He said the theme was timely, noting that the integrity of elections was shaped not only on election day, but also by the security environment, the credibility of institutions, the conduct of political actors, the professionalism of the media, and the quality of information available to citizens. The minister also highlighted the growing threat posed by misinformation and disinformation, particularly with the rapid development of artificial intelligence, AI, which has made it increasingly possible to create convincing but fabricated audio, video, and images. He said democracy cannot thrive where citizens are deliberately misled. The chairman of Kuje Area Council, Samuel Shekwala, has led government officials and relevant stakeholders on a 2-day inspection tour of damaged, abandoned, and ongoing infrastructure projects across the country. The inspection covered health centers, schools, security facilities, town halls, the water plant, drainage construction sites, and other public infrastructure with the aim of assessing their current condition and identifying areas requiring urgent intervention. Pelumi Adiyemi was there and reports.
In a 2-day inspection exercise, Kuje Area Council Chairman Mr. Danjuma Samuel Shekolu led his team to various communities to assess the current state of various public infrastructure. He stated that the inspection provided an opportunity to see the condition of projects that have either been damaged, abandoned, or under construction.
Today, the first day for us to go around our facilities, to do with the area council, clinics that we have, water scheme system across, including police station, because of course, you know, security of life and property is our responsibility too. Going around to look at the facilities and see their status, to know what is happening around them, and of course, to some certain level, yes, but not really good.
The chairman, Mr. Shekolo, said the exercise was not only about inspecting facilities, but also developing practical solutions to infrastructure challenges confronting residents. He stressed the importance of accountability, proper maintenance, and collaboration with relevant stakeholders to ensure that public infrastructure serve its intended purpose.
That is one big challenge, problem we have. It is a general thing where Government built a facility. Another problem is for the community to maintain it to their own use. There are places that you don't wait for government to come and take care of those places. You do it because, of course, that is the reason why they are there.
The inspection also provided an opportunity for the chairman to interact with police officers, receiving first-hand information on the security situation within the communities under the Kuje Area Division.
So if your commissioner of police is going to arrest those people, you cannot rest. You too, you put more gear to get them. And that's why we are clearing them. You see the work we did in Kayeda and other places, and we are still doing it. Zamfara Garage, all our boundaries. Even the attack recently, you saw what we did. We were there before time and we arrested some people too.
We will see what we can do to also assist in terms of facelifting the facility of Kuje Division and some other division too within the council. And that is why we have come here to have first-hand information about ourselves.
Mr. Danjuma Samuel Shekolo and his team members reiterated their commitment to providing the area council with a clearer assessment of infrastructure needs and guides for future rehabilitation for development purpose. Belumi Adeyemi, Aso Television News.
And when Aso Briefing returns, we bring you more stories on business. Stay with us.
Yeah. I want it all. I want it all. Think I want this one and that one. I think I need both. Can I get with this one? Oh yes, no less. Give me a little more. Give me a little more.
Women's Africa Cup of Nations.
This is her stage, and we are here for her.
Give me a little more. Give me a little more.
Welcome back. Moving on, the Minister of Education, Dr. Maruf Tunji Alausa, says the federal government is repositioning the Monotechnic and Technical Education Board, MBTE, with support from KPMG to strengthen its capacity to effectively supervise polytechnics, monotechnics, and other technical institutions in line with President Bola Tinubu's Renew Hope agenda. Dr. Alausa said the restructuring alongside ongoing curriculum reforms and the development of national occupational standards, is aimed at making technical education more skill-focused, industry-relevant, and responsive to Nigeria's employment and economic needs. He noted that the curriculum review, supported by 1 billion naira from TED Fund, produced 27 new national occupational standards and reviewed 4 existing ones, creating clearer skills pathways from artisan training to OND and HND programs. KPMG Africa and KPMG Nigeria partner and head of tax, regulatory and people service, Adewale Ajayi, said the firm's assessment identified significant challenges within the TVET system, noting that about 93% of Nigeria's workforce is in informal employment and over 55% of assessed curricula were outdated. He highlighted Nigeria's strong TVET graduate employability performance, describing it as evidence of the sector's potential to produce skills that meet labor market demand if its structured funding and curriculum challenges are addressed. The minister said the findings of the KPMG assessment and ongoing reforms will provide a stronger foundation for a more efficient and fit-for-purpose MBTE capable of driving practical competence, employability, productivity, and human capital development across Nigeria. The Gwagwalada Area Council Chairman Kasimu Muhammad Ikwa has signed an agreement with Mentality Change Consultancy Limited for the implementation of Gwagwalada Area Council Scholarship Sponsorship Program, aimed at providing educational opportunities for 50 indigenous and indigent students of the Area Council. The agreement was signed by the chairman alongside the Director of Administration, Alhaji Abdullahi Yusuf, and the Council's legal officer, as part of efforts by Kasimu Ikwa's administration to invest in the education and future of young people within the Area Council. According to a statement signed by the Chairman Senior Special Assistant on Media and Publicity, Mohammed Isa Hassan, the scholarship program is designed to support 50 carefully selected indigenous and indigent students of Gwagwalada Area Council who may face financial challenges in pursuing higher education. The statement said beneficiaries will receive sponsorship to study professional and career-oriented courses, including medicine, nursing, law, computer science, cybersecurity, civil engineering, computer engineering, electrical engineering. The initiative, according to the statement, is aimed at reducing the financial burden on families while giving promising young people from the disadvantaged backgrounds the opportunity to acquire quality education and professional qualifications. Speaking on the significance of the agreement, the Council Chairman, Mohammed Ikwar, emphasized the commitment of his administration to human capital development, describing education as a major instrument for empowering young people and building a prosperous society. He said the scholarship program will not only assist the immediate beneficiaries, but will also contribute to long-term development of Gwagwalada Area Council by producing skilled professionals who could contribute meaningfully to the growth of their communities and the nation at large. The partnership with Mentality Change Consultancy Limited is therefore expected to provide selected students with the necessary educational support to pursue their chosen professional courses and build sustainable futures. Another promise made by the Abaji Area Council administration is on the verge of becoming a reality, as the Agiana Town Hall in Agiana Pandagi Ward has reached 99% completion under the purposeful leadership of the chairman, Abaji Area Council, Abubakar Umar Abdullahi. The near completion of the project stands as another testament to the chairman's commitment to fulfilling his promises to the people and providing critical infrastructure that would directly impact communities across the 10 wards of the area council. The Agiana Town Hall is expected to provide a conducive and functional space for community meetings, social engagements, development-oriented programs, and other activities that promote unity, cooperation, and grassroots participation in governance. The project is also a clear demonstration of the AU administration's renewal agenda, which places emphasis on the rehabilitation, renovation, and provision of essential infrastructure across Abaji Area Council. With the project now at 99% completion, residents of Agiana Pandagi Ward are looking forward to the final delivery and commissioning of the facility, which is expected to further enhance community activities and provide the people with a befitting public facility. This development underscores the administration's determination to spread meaningful development across the 10 wards while ensuring that government projects are not concentrated in only a few communities. For the people of Agiana Pandagi, the Agiana Town Hall is not merely a building, but a symbol of renewed hope, purposeful leadership, and the chairman's determination to translate promises into tangible projects. The Eze Ndibo of Abuja, His Royal Highness Dr. Nwosu Ibe, has formally recognized and bestowed the traditional title of Ochi Ibu of Idu, Abuja on Chief Tony Unya. The brief but colorful ceremony was held at the Abuja residence of Eze Nwosu Ibe and featured the beauty and sophistication of the Igbo culture on full display. Daniel Obi reports.
While performing the traditional rites amid rousing applause from the audience, Eze Nwosu Ibe prayed for good health and a fruitful reign for the new Ochi Igbo of Idu, Chief Tony Onya.
Amen.
Speaking on the sidelines of the event, the Cabinet Secretary, Ambassador Eze Anyagara, and Eze Jude Udobi described the title as a recognition of Chief Onya's commitment to unity, progress, and the welfare of Ndibo in Idu and across the FCT. They both urged the new title holder to use the position to promote peace, cultural values, and cohesion among Ndibo and their host communities.
He was chosen because he is humble, straightforward, honest, and assist people in need.
On his part, Chief Tony Onya, his wife, and a member of his entourage all expressed gratitude to Eze Wonsu Ibe and the entire Igbo community for the honor. Chief Tony particularly pledged to uphold the dignity of the title and to work closely with the palace and other stakeholders to advance the interest of Ndibo in Idu and Abuja in general.
There's no way, there's no place you will have 100% support if you are looking for king or even governorship or anything. But the most important thing that make you have the majority and the people that is following you, let them be law abiding. People who have truth in them.
God asked Solomon, what will I do for you? He said that God should give him wisdom to be able to carry through. Now I believe that the same thing applies to my husband. With the wisdom of God, with the knowledge of God, my husband will be able to carry on this work and do it to the letter.
Chief Tony Onya is a man we prefer better than all that will fit into that seat as Eze.
The event ended with prayers for peace, prosperity, and stronger unity among Ndibo in the nation's capital. Daniel Obi, Aso Television News.
Talking business, the Federal Competition and Consumer Protection Commission (FCCPC) says preliminary findings from its investigation into Nigeria's cement industry have raised concerns over possible price and manipulation and other anti-competitive practices. The findings are contained in a 40-page field report produced by the Commission's Anti-Competitive Practices Department following a 3-month cross-border assessment of cement markets. According to a statement issued by the FCCPC's Director of Corporate Affairs, Ondaje Ijau, the investigation was launched in response to widespread concerns over the rising price of cement, a key input in Nigeria's construction sector. The Commission said particular attention was drawn to relatively high retail price of cement in Nigeria, despite the country's large limestone deposits, substantial domestic production capacity, and reported excess installed capacity. The FCCPC said it had issued notices of commencement of investigation and summonses to key industry players, directing them to provide information and records covering pricing methodologies, production, capacity utilization, exports, and relevant commercial relationships. FCCPC's Executive Vice Chairman and Chief Executive Officer Tunji Bello said the investigation was part of the Commission's mandate to examine market conditions with significant implications for consumers and the broader economy. The Pension Transitional Arrangement Directorate, PTAD, has disbursed a total of 3,870,568,592 naira 80 kobo in accrued pension arrears to 30,356 the defined benefit scheme. Pensioners across parastatals, pension department, defunct, and transferred agencies in pension department and tertiary education and health pension department. This payment represents accrued arrears arising from the back-end computation review exercise conducted by the Directorate to address and resolve complaints relating to pension computations and outstanding entitlements of DBS pensioners. The disbursement further demonstrates Peter's sustained commitment to addressing verified outstanding obligations and improving the welfare of DBS pensioners under its mandate. Speaking on the development, the Executive Secretary, Tolulope Odunaya, expressed appreciation to the affected DBS pensioners for their cooperation throughout the review process, reaffirming the Directorate's commitment to timely, transparent, and accountable payout of verified pension entitlement. She further noted that this payment reflects the commitment of the administration of President Tinubu's Renew Hope agenda to addressing pension-related issues and strengthening pension administration under the defined benefit scheme. Petard remains committed to continuous engagement with DBS pensioners, prompt resolution of pension-related complaints, and the delivery of efficient, transparent, and accountable DBS pension administration. And that's Aso Briefing for today. Many thanks for watching. I am Princess Sabra Usman. Good afternoon.